entrepreneurs, industrial personnel, and my beloved students. At the very outset, I profoundly thank all of you for giving your precious time to make our webinar a great success. Now, we are going to start our today's national webinar on financial empowerment through wealth creation, organized by our Department of Commerce, Mathabhanga College, Mathabhanga, Cooch, Behar, West Bengal State, in collaboration with Association of Mutual Funds in India. First of all, on behalf of Department of Commerce, I, Dipankar Karmakar, Assistant Professor of this department, also the joint convener of this webinar. First of all, welcome our Honorable TIC, Dr. Sholagna Datta. Sholagna Datta, ma'am, always supported us, always motivated us for organizing this kind of webinar, this kind of academic venture. And without her active support, we cannot organize this webinar. We are really thankful to, we are really grateful to you, Sholagna ma'am. We welcome our coordinator IQAC, Aparna Bish ma'am. She also supported us. She also guided us for organizing such kind of academic activities. We are also grateful to you, ma'am. We specially welcome our Sabjar Ahmed, who is the coordinator of AMFI and the man behind this webinar. I honestly confess that without his active support, without his immense help, we cannot organize this webinar. And we welcome our today's eminent person, eminent speaker, Mr. Suryakant Sharma, Senior Consultant AMFI and the former DGM SEBI. Last but not the least, we welcome all the participants, those who are participated in our webinar. Now, I request our Honorable Teacher in Charge, Dr. Sholagna Datta, TIC, Mathabhanga College, to express her views regarding this webinar. Over to you, ma'am. Over to you.
Thank you, Dipankar sir. Good afternoon, everyone, and a warm welcome to the national webinar on financial empowerment through wealth creation, which is organized by Department of Commerce in collaboration with Association of Mutual Funds in India. I sincerely welcome today's eminent speakers, Sri Suryakanto Sharma, Senior Consultant of AMFI and former DGM of SEBI. I also welcome all the respected teachers, my colleagues, and all my dear students. In today's world, financial planning is a very important part of life. It is a step-by-step approach to meet one's life goal, you can say, and it helps you to have the control of your income, expenses, and investments such that we can manage our money and achieve our goals. And early financial planning is always very helpful to everyone. I think it is very important to understand the difference between needs and wants at an early stage. And I hope today's seminar will instill some good financial practice within the students and also within us. Thank you. And once again, a very warm welcome to this webinar. Thank you, sir. Over to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable speech, and thank you for giving your valuable time from your extremely busy schedule. Thank you, and stay with us. One important announcement for the participants: our registered participant number more than 1,000. Participants are requested to mute your audio and video during the session. If you have any questions, if you have any queries, you may put your question in the chat box. And at the interactive session, our speaker will give your answer. And one important thing, that is feedback link will be available in the chat box during interactive session, I mean question answer session. Now, it's my immense pleasure to introduce today's eminent speaker, Mr. Suryakant Sharma. Mr. Sharma is a commerce graduate and masters in law with corporate laws specialization. He is also Chartered Associate of Indian Institute of Banking and Finance. Mr. Sharma has over 35 years experience in banking and finance and securities market and has served in a leading financial institution. Thereafter, in Department of Financial Services, Ministry of Finance, Government of India, and finally in SEBI. Sri Sharma joined Securities and Exchange Board of India, I mean SEBI, in 2003 and served therefore more than 15 years in different departments of SEBI. Lastly, in addition to other assignments, he was DGM in charge of Office of Investor Awareness and Education in SEBI's Northern region for more than 5 years. Sri Sharma was a member of working group of NCERT for developing vocational courses on mutual funds for students of 11th and 12th classes. Sri Sharma also mentor of a few NGOs working for financial literacy and investor awareness in the country. When he was in SEBI, under his supervision, more than 15,000 financial literacy and investment awareness programs were conducted across North India. And he himself has addressed as guest speaker in more than 600 investor awareness program. After superannuation from SEBI in 2019, he has joined Association of Mutual Funds in India, an apex body of mutual funds in India, as senior consultant for spreading financial literacy and investor awareness among citizens. Since May 2020, Sri Sharma has interacted with more than 1 lakh investor and potential investors, including students, through more than 300 webinars in reputed government organizations, educational and professional institutions, corporates, startups, NGOs, and other across the country. Now, I request our eminent speaker to start your session. We are eagerly waiting for your session. Thank you, sir. Over to you, sir. You may start.
Thank you, Dr. Deepankar. Am I audible to all of you?
Sir, you are audible too, sir.
Is my voice clear to all of you?
It's clear.
Thank you.
Clear,
thank you, Dr. Deepankar. Thank you, Dr. Sulangna Datta, ma'am.
Sir, one thing. I am not doctor, sir. I am not.
Sir,
PhD,
you are more.
I am just pursuing PhD.
You are more than a doctor, sir. It is a formality.
It's my honor. Okay.
God bless you. God bless you.
Okay.
God bless. Thank you, Dr. Deepankar. I will keep using you, doctor, because you are already pursuing PhD. Though sooner or later you are becoming doctor very soon. So wish you all the best. Wish you all the best.
Thank you. Thank you.
First thing I want to request Dr. Deepankar through you to all the participants. At least Dr. Deepankar, 4 or 5 videos should be on, so that I can connect with all of you. Not all should keep their video on, but if 3 or 4 videos are on, I will feel happy that I am connected with all of you. Thank you very much. 2, 3 things I wish to mention here regarding this session, Deepankar sir. This program is from Association of Mutual Fund India, Amfi, which is an apex body of mutual funds in India. But Deepankar sir, it is not a marketing event or a promotional event of mutual fund. That I want to make it clear to all the participants. Naina, it is purely an investor awareness program. And Naina is smiling because Naina might be a student today, but she is going to be an investor very soon. So this program will equally be useful to Naina, Kajal, and other students as well. Secondly, Dr. Deepankar, I will request young participant like Naina, if they wish, they can have one pen and paper or one notebook with them so that they can note down anything they found useful or a new idea during my session. And thirdly and lastly, Dr. Dipankar, I would be very happy if more and more questions come from the participant and particularly from young participants like Naina and Kajal, because they might have a lot of doubts about the subject. They might have a lot of queries on the subject or after my session. So kindly feel free to ask as much questions as you have in your mind. Naina, you can put your question in the chat box if you wish. You are all the participants, or just raise your hand after my session is over. We will make you unmute and you can directly ask the question as well. Mr. Dipankar has given a very tough topic today: financial empowerment through wealth creation. And Dipankar sir, I am a student only, just like Naina. So I don't have privilege to dwell upon this subject so lucidly and so masterly, but still I will try to make it an interactive session so that I can interact with all the participants the way they understand. So my language will be very simple, Naina and Kajal, and I will not make it a technical session, which indirectly is a boring session generally. People get bored within next 5-10 minutes if they don't get interest. So I will try to make it interactive and try to make it as simple as I can. And I hope you understand little bit Hindi also, Dipankar sir. Your participant understand little bit Hindi also. So in between also I will keep using some Hindi words as well. The topic today is financial empowerment through wealth creation. And Naina, what we mean by the financial empowerment? Simply speaking, Kajal, financial empowerment means that I should have money when I need it. That is financial empowerment. Am I right, Dipankar sir?
Yeah.
I should have money when I need it. That is financial empowerment. Then what is wealth creation? Wealth creation simply means that if I create wealth, then I will be financially empowered, because both are interconnected. If I don't have wealth, how I can be financially empowered? Wealth doesn't mean only physical asset, Naina. All tangible, intangible assets, including financial assets, financial instruments, all are included in the wealth. So now the question is, how we can create wealth? Is there any way we can create wealth? And Mr. Dipankar, I will focus my session more on the middle class, salary class person, because we are all middle class, salary class person, and Naina and Kajal also going to most probably start some job initially. Then they may go for some startup, then may go for some business or profession. But initially they may go for the job or service. So basic question I want to ask from Naina and Kajal, because they are students and they should understand. Naina, what is the reason why we are mad about the money so much? Honestly, we run for the money like anything. We all are mad for the money. Why? What is the reason? Because money gives us everything except God and love. Of course, nowadays, Dipankar sir, even love indirectly you can generate through money. That is also a fact. But true love doesn't need money, and literally, God for reaching God, money might not be required. But for all other things in life, in our society, in our life, we need money. We need money too much. So the basic question before all of us, Dr. Sungna Datta ma'am, is what money gives us? Actually, what money gives us? This is the basic question we should first ask to ourselves. And Naina, money gives us two basic things in our life. First, money gives us prosperity. And prosperity includes everything. Everything, good house, good money. Naina will have some private jet on her own in future. Naina will have a villa of her own. Naina will own a car of 10 crore rupees. But all these are included in the prosperity. Kajal will also have it. Don't worry, Kajal, you will also equal things which Naina is aspiring. So money first gives us prosperity. But Dipankar sir, money also gives us very important thing in our life. And what is that is, Naina, are you aware? Money also gives us security.
Safety and security, sir.
We feel secure when I have plenty of money. But security will come, Naina, only when we have plenty of money. One day, Dipankar sir will have 100 crore in his bank account. Then he will feel secure. No, Baba, no problem now. Let the college go. Let the lecturership go. I am now absolutely comfortable. I have got 100 crore in my bank account. If anything happens to me or my family, I will manage those things through money. So money also gives us security. But unfortunately, Naina, money gives us security only when we have plenty of money. Dipankar sir was smiling when I mentioned that he will have 100 crore in his bank account, but he knows it very well. Most of us would not have that much of money in our life. At least through service, we will not have it. It is a clear thing. So now the basic question arises, then how we should develop security for ourselves and for our family? Because Naina, human being first wants secured. We first want security. It is our basic nature. Everybody wants first security. So how we can develop security? And for developing security for people like you and me, Naina, we all can have security by doing or by getting these three things in our life as early as we can. Kindly note it down, Naina, if you wish to note it down. These three things are very essential for developing security for myself and for my family. And Dipankar sir, I am presently talking about the security only. I am not touching the prosperity aspect. We will talk about the prosperity afterwards. Yes. So how we can develop security? By doing these three things. First and foremost thing, Naina, every earning person must have adequate life insurance cover. I have used two words, Naina. Life insurance cover, and it should be adequate. And what is life insurance cover and why we should take it? This is the basic question we should first ask it. Naina and Kajal, you know it very well that life is pretty uncertain. I am talking to you today. We at least are in a position to see each other. Naina and Kajal will live for next 100 years. But are we sure about the tomorrow? No, we are not sure. We are not sure even for tomorrow. We may live for 100 years. But we even for tomorrow, things are pretty uncertain. So if something happens to me because of death or some permanent disability, what will happen to my family? Because today my family is enjoying everything. I am earning, my family is enjoying, monthly expenses are taken care of, education of the children are on, everything is on. Life is normal and pretty good. But what will happen when I am not available to them tomorrow? More particularly, Dipankar sir, when I am the single earner in the family, I am the sole earner in the family, because whole family is dependent upon me. That is why this fear always remains in my mind and in the minds of my family members. And to overcome that fear, we take life insurance cover. Through life insurance cover, Naina, I am extending some sort of confidence and assurance to my family that even in case I am not available to them, they will get a reasonable or good amount on which they can survive. Education, children taken care of, every family obligations are taken care of. At least family will not face any financial problem. That is the purpose of taking adequate life insurance cover. And Dipankar sir, people do take life insurance cover, but that is token only. 5 lakh, 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs. It is not going to serve the purpose, Naina, for which life insurance cover is taken minded. Life insurance cover, Dipankar sir, has to be adequate, reasonable. And what is the definition of adequacy or reasonability? Naina, you can note down. Your life insurance cover should be minimum 10 times of your annual income. And Dipankar sir, now you tell me honestly, have you taken that level of cover?
No, no.
I don't think you have taken. Because suppose your income is 20 lakhs, then ideally speaking, you should have life insurance cover of not less than 2 crore rupees. Have you taken that level of cover? No. But we should take it. But in my times, that facility was not available because life insurance cover was linked with savings. But nowadays, Naina, you are very lucky. For young people like Naina and Kajal and all young faculty members even, a very genuine and reasonable insurance product is available in the market. Kindly note it down. The name of that life insurance cover is term insurance, TERM, term insurance. Term insurance, Dipankar sir, is a genuine insurance product where you can have a reasonable life insurance cover by paying a very minimum amount every month. Naina, suppose your age is between 25 to 30, then you can have a life insurance cover of 1 crore rupees by paying a monthly premium of hardly 500 or 600 rupees, which any person can afford. So term insurance is a very good product. When you start earning, Naina and Kajal and all students, they should take life insurance cover as early as you can, because Naina, life insurance cover premium is directly related to your age. Early you take, lesser will be the premium. So kindly don't keep it deferring. Arey baba baad mein lenge, abhi 5 saal baad lenge, 10 saal. Normally, typically it happens. Naina and Kajal will feel, we are so young, what is going to happen with us? Let it be there. We will take after 5-10 years. No, that is not the case. Take life insurance cover when you start earning in the first year itself. Nowadays, one more facility is available, Kajal. That is, you can top it up. Suppose today you take a life insurance cover of 1 crore rupees. After 5 years, you feel that life insurance cover has become inadequate because your income will increase. Then you can top it up from 1 crore to 2 crore or 2 crore to 3 crore. That facility is also now available. So the first request I will request all the participants, kindly take adequate life insurance cover. Early you take, lesser will be the premium. And term insurance is a relatively better product where you can take adequate life insurance. This is the first request. Second request I want to make, Naina, it is directly related to security only. And when I talking to Naina, it doesn't mean I am talking to Naina only. I am talking to all the participants. All the participants I am telling. So the first request is kindly take adequate life insurance cover. Now, Dipankar sir, second request I want to make to all the participants. Every family must have adequate health insurance cover. And Dipankar sir, people get confused because they say that they have taken life insurance cover, then why they should take health insurance cover? No, Naina, life insurance cover is different and health insurance cover is different. Both are different. So kindly don't mix life insurance cover with health insurance cover. Life insurance cover we take, Dipankar sir, that in case of some unforeseen circumstances, death or permanent disability, my family will get a huge amount or reasonable amount on which they can survive. They will not be dependent on others. But health insurance cover we take, Dipankar sir, that in case of some medical emergency, I am required to be hospitalized. Naina, where we will go? We will go to the, unfortunately, our governmental health system was not up to mark. So where we will go? We will be forced to go to the private hospitals only. And there, Dipankar sir, private hospital, the charge is exorbitant. If we remain in a good hospital for 10-15 days, Naina, they might raise a bill of more than 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs, 15 lakhs. From where that money will come? So, if you have taken adequate health insurance cover, then all your medical expenses in a very good government private hospital will be directly paid by the insurance company to the hospital. You go to the best hospital, get the best treatment, come home recovered without paying anything. That is the purpose of health insurance cover. And nowadays, a very good health insurance cover product is available in the market, Dipankar sir. You also note it down because it is very relevant nowadays. The name of that health insurance product name is, sir, Floater Health Insurance Cover, Floater, Floater. Floater Health Insurance Cover, or it is also called Umbrella Health Insurance Cover. The uniqueness of this health insurance cover, Naina, is that in that insurance cover, health insurance, when I take, I have got the privilege of adding not only my name, I can also add name of my spouse, husband or wife. I can add a name of my kids, children, and even I can add name of my parents or in-laws. So in one singular health insurance cover, all members of the family are covered. And if anything happens with any member of the family, any disease discovered or any accident happens, they can go to the best hospital available in your area, get the best treatment, come home recovered fully without paying anything. So Floater Health Insurance Cover is a good health insurance cover which covers all family members. And here again, Naina, it should be adequate. What is the definition of adequacy? If you are in 2-tier, 3-tier city, then it should be around 15 lakhs for the whole family. But if you are in metro, big city like Calcutta, Mumbai, Delhi, Madras, Bangalore, Hyderabad, then your health insurance cover should be not less than 25 or 30 lakhs. So kindly take adequate health insurance cover, Dipankar sir. This is the second request I want to make all the participants. Again, this is related to security only. I have not started talking about the prosperity. And third and last thing about the security I want to tell to all the participants. Dipankar sir, this corona has changed us a lot. Everything has changed. This corona has changed us a lot.
Definitely, sir.
But Dipankar has been very lucky. He continued to get salary from the college during pandemic. But Dipankar sir, you are aware that there are lakhs of crores of people who had lost their job in pandemic. There are lakhs of people whose profession were closed, whose businesses were closed. They didn't have any income at all. So they had passed through a very, very tough time. And one thing, Naina, you might appreciate that corona has still not gone. It is still there. Newer and newer viruses are coming every day. And even in future, new virus may come or a new disease may come like corona. So again, that financial stress might be there. To take care of that, I will request each and every family, each and every participant, Dipankar sir, kindly develop an emergency fund of around 5 to 7 lakhs for family. Naturally, Dipankar sir ask why we should develop emergency fund. Dipankar sir, as I just mentioned, corona may affect us in future as well. We might lose job temporarily, or there may be reduction in our income, or there may be no income for 3, 4, 6 months. So to take care of that contingency, I should have an emergency fund, Dipankar sir, of around 5 to 7 lakhs, that if something of that type happens, at least I am able to manage my family expenses for 1 year. That is the purpose of developing and having an emergency fund. And Naina, 5 to 7 lakh is not a small amount for all of us. It is a reasonable amount. But we can develop it over a period of time, maybe 3 years, maybe 4 years, maybe 5 years. But Dipankar sir, once we have developed this emergency fund, then we have to make a promise with ourselves, Dipankar sir, that this emergency fund will never be used for any other purpose except emergencies. Otherwise, temptation will always be there. Naina may go for vacation. Naina may go for celebration, because money will be with us. But we have to control our feelings and our temptation. We should never use this emergency fund for any other purpose except for the emergencies in future. And I am not saying that you put this money at home in currency form, 5 to 7 lakhs. No, you can put it in some bank FD or in some liquid fund or mutual fund. These are the products where you can withdraw the money at the shortest possible time. In 1 hour, you can withdraw the money now. So kindly develop emergency fund over around 5 to 7 lakhs. These 3 things I have told my dear participants: adequate life insurance cover, adequate health insurance cover, and an emergency fund of around 5 to 7. Like this, Dipankar sir, you first develop these three things in your life, then you should think of going to the second step, second stage, that is prosperity. Then we should try for the prosperity. Now the question arises, what is the main source of money for all of us? What is the main source of money for all of us?
That is salary.
Exactly, Dipankar sir, you are absolutely right. Most of us, those who are in job or service, salary is the main source of income. And what we do with the salary, Dipankar sir, a majority of our salary goes into taking care of our monthly expenses. Am I right, sir?
Yeah.
A major chunk of our salary goes into taking care of our monthly expenses. But one thing is unique with all the Indians, Naina. I don't know whether you will appreciate with what I am saying now. And that is in the DNA of all Indians. What is that, Dipankar sir? We all sincerely try to take away some money from our income, which we don't spend. Everybody tries. Even a person, Dipankar sir, who is earning 10,000 rupees, will sincerely try to take away 500 or 700 rupees out of their income. And the money which we don't spend out of our income and keep it separate. What is called, Naina? That is called savings. Bachat. It is called saving. And we are all saving. We are all savings. We are all Indians by nature, by their DNA. We are the, Dipankar sir, you might be aware, we are still one of the best savers in the world. So we do save the money. But we are casual about saving, Naina. This I want to tell all of you, in the sense that we do save, but we are casual. Casual in the sense, this year we are saving 10,000 rupees. Oh, this month I am saving 10,000 rupees. Next month it might be 12,000 rupees. Third month it might be 5,000 rupees. Fourth month it may even be zero. So we do, but we are. So first thing I want to request all the participants, including students, kindly identify, Dipankar sir, kindly identify an amount of saving out of your income, which you can comfortably save. And Naina, I am not saying that you should save 20%, 30%, 40%. What I am saying is, you please identify as per your comfort. Suppose Dipankar sir says that he is earning 50,000 rupees. Of course, he is earning much more than that. But suppose he says that he is earning 50,000 a month, and his monthly expenses are around 40,000. Then what he is indirectly saying, then that he can save 10,000 a month. But Dipankar sir, then my request is very simple but emphatic. Kindly save this 10,000 every month without fail. This promise you have to make with yourself. It is a tough task, Dipankar sir, but it is not an impossible task. Only thing required is developing a habit and discipline. And my dear participant, you will appreciate that nothing will come to us. We will get nothing without some sacrifices or some commitment or some discipline. So this discipline we have to develop, that I will save this amount which I have identified every month without fail. And Dipankar sir, you can do it. I want to urge all the participants, we all can do it, provided we commit ourselves, provided we make a commitment, provided we develop a habit that come what may, I will every month save this amount. So this is the first request I want to make. Second request, Dipankar sir, kindly keep increasing your saving minimum by 10% every year. And again, Naina, it is possible. How it is possible? Because we get increment, we get DA, our income increases every year, Dipankar sir. With the increase in income, we should increase our savings as well. And it should be minimum 10% every year. Suppose this year, Dipankar sir is saving 10,000 a month. Next year, sir, it should be 11,000 a month.
At least more than 10,000.
Sir, whatever more than, I am not saying you said 100%. That is not issue. Minimum I am requesting is minimum 10% increase, and it should be 10% every year. Suppose this year you are saving 10,000, Dipankar sir. Next year it should be 11,000 a month, And third year, it should be 12,100 a month. Every year, you should keep increasing it. Again, it is a tough task, Dipankar sir. I'm not saying it is an easy task, but Naina, it is not impossible task. We can do it. We can do it, Sampa. We can 100% do it, provided we commit. And you have to commit, kindly mind it. Because these two very basic things about saving, Dipankar sir, is going to change your future financial prosperity. Rest assured. Very basic thing. If you commit yourself that I will save this particular amount every month and then keep increasing every month, every year 10%, this is definitely to change your life forever. So kindly do it. And again, I tell you, it is not easy, but it is not impossible. Think of it. Now, the second question arises, Dipankar sir, we are saving and we will save it, no problem. Then what we do with the savings which we are making every month? What we do? Normally, what we do? There are two options available with us, Dipankar sir. Normally, two options are available with us. The first option is, and that is a foolish person like me will only do. What is that option? I am saving religiously every month. But what I am doing, Dipankar sir, I am taking out that money from my bank account where I am getting salary and putting at home in currency form. Every month I am counting first, feel happy, and then putting it in my box at home. Or just leaving that money in my bank account. No, that is a gross injustice, just Dipankar sir. We must not do it. Any participant must not do it. Because if you do it, better not to save, better enjoy your money. So then naturally, the second question, then what to do? Yes, Dipankar sir, there is another option which we can do. And that option is putting our savings, number one, Naina, into acquisition of some assets, value of which will increase in future. Number one, putting our savings into acquisition or purchase of some assets, value of which will increase future, and or putting our savings into some financial instrument which will give us regular and periodical return in future. So instead of putting money at home, we should put our money into some assets or some financial instrument. And the process of putting our money into some assets or in financial instrument, what we call it, Dipankar sir? We call it investment. This is investment. So saving is the first step and investment is the second step. And Dipankar sir, kindly mind it very carefully. Your prosperity will not come unless and until you save and invest. Yeah. If you save and don't invest, you will never be prosper. Better you then don't save. You enjoy your money every month. But you have to save and you have to invest it. You have to, because prosperity will come only through saving and investment. Saving, Dipankar sir, is the first step. Investment is the second step. And we have to take both the steps. We should not step at savings. We should go to the second step as well. That is investment. But Dipankar sir, as you are aware, we are all investors also. We are all investors. Those who are earning, we are all investors. We are putting our money in one or other form anywhere. We are all doing it, Dipankar sir. But one thing, Dipankar sir, I don't know whether you will agree with me or not. You are a commerce professor, but I don't know whether you will agree with me or not. But unfortunately, one thing is there. That is, most of the middle class, salary class person, Dipankar sir, despite our sincere efforts in saving and investment, we just remain money accumulator, Dipankar sir. We don't become wealth creators. Unfortunately, most of us just remain money accumulators. We don't become wealth creators. But Dipankar sir, mind it, prosperity will come only through wealth creation, not through money accumulation. This is also a fact of life. Prosperity will come not through money accumulation, but through wealth creation only. Now, first let us understand difference between money accumulation and wealth creation. Then we will go ahead. And for that, Dipankar sir, kindly again permit me to take your name. In one example, I am sharing with all of your participants. Kindly allow me to take your name.
Dipankar Karmakar, Assistant Professor.
No, sir, I know your name. I know your name. I'm just sharing it.
Oh, no problem, sir.
Suppose, Dipankar sir, you have got 1 lakh rupees with you.
Yeah.
Of course, you have much more money that you have. But just for example's sake, you have got 1 lakh rupees with you. And you go for a bank FD for 1 year with a good bank. And Dipankar sir, you are aware that the present rate of interest on FD is around 6%. Am I right, sir?
Around 6%.
Around 6%.
Exactly.
Around 6%. Maybe less than 6, but we take it 6%. You go for the bank FD for 1 year for 1 lakh rupees with a good bank. After 1 year, when I meet you and just ask you, sir, what happened to your FD which you had done last year? Dipankar sir is smiling and he is very happy. But he says that he has earned 6,000 rupees as bank interest in. Am I right, sir? That I have earned 6,000 rupees as bank interest and my money has been given back by the bank. And you are happy.
Yeah.
But Dipankar sir, when I say you are not right, you might get annoyed. You might get angry. Sir, what is wrong with you asking this question? I am absolutely right. You can see my passbook. I have got the credit of 6,000 rupees as bank interest and 1 lakh rupees has been given back the bank. Dipankar sir, you are right, but you are not right. You are right because you got 6,000 rupees. But you are not right. Why? Because you literally ignored two very important factors while analyzing return on your investment.
That's inflation.
Very important factors. I want to tell all the participants, kindly understand it very carefully. And what these factors are, sir? The first and foremost factor, Dipankar sir, is inflation.
Exactly.
Mehengai, inflation. We talk about inflation day in, day out. Even at home and even in college, everywhere we are talking about the inflation. अरे बाबा महंगाई बढ़ रही है. दीपंकर सर आज घर पे बच्चों को डांट के आएगा, भाई जरा खर्चा कम करो, महंगाई बहुत बढ़ रहा है. तो we pass through, but we ignored inflation when we analyze our return. And sir, what is inflation? Tell me. What is inflation? Simply speaking, Dipankar sir, inflation is nothing but increase in the prices of goods, item or services over a period of time. Simply speaking, am I right, sir?
Yeah.
Simply speaking, inflation is nothing but increase in the prices of goods, item or services over a period of time. So suppose, Dipankar sir, instead of going for FD last year, you could have purchased some items, some goods or availed some services. Tell me, sir, after 1 year, would you be able to purchase same item, same goods, same services at 1 lakh rupees?
No.
Would it be possible, sir? No, it will not be possible because the prices have increased because of inflation. And suppose the inflation rate has been 5% during this 1 year. What does it mean, sir? It simply means that last year, whatever you could have purchased from 1 lakh rupees, Dipankar sir, after 1 year for the same item, same goods and same services, you will need to pay not 1 lakh rupees, Dipankar sir, but 1,05,000 rupees. Am I right, sir?
Yeah.
Because of inflation, if the inflation rate has been 5%, so you will need to spend 1,05,000 for the same goods. Now you see the proposition, sir. You were very happy when you had earned 6,000 bank interest. But sir, in reality, out of 6,000, Dipankar sir, out of 6,000, Dipankar sir, 5,000 has been eaten by the inflation. Am I right, sir?
Yeah.
Out of 6,000, 5,000 has been eaten by the inflation. But you are still happy that you have still got 1,000 rupees. But no, sir, there is one more factor which we should consider while analyzing return. That is, most of the return and income, Government of India takes income tax for capital gain. Most of them. In the case of FD, sir, rules are very clear that whatever you earn as bank interest income, you will have to pay income tax as per your slab. Mind it, sir, you might not be aware. Because 10,000 bank interest exemption is not for FD. It is only for your SB account, Bachat Khata. It is not for FD. So whatever you earn as FD interest, you will have to pay income tax. And suppose, sir, you are in 20% bracket then you will need to pay 20% income tax on 6,000. What it will be? It is 1,200 rupees. So you see the proposition now. You were very happy when you got 6,000, sir. But in reality, out of 6,000, 5,000 has been eaten by the inflation. And 1,200 rupees you need to pay as income tax. Did you get anything in reality, sir? No. Rather, 200 rupees has gone out of your pocket. And this is the fact of our life. Most of the middle class, salary class person, investments are like this only. Because we simply get contented and satisfied whatever we get as return. We don't analyze the return from the perspective of inflation and taxability. So kindly understand that when we don't earn any real return on our investment, Dipankar sir, we are sheer money accumulators. And kindly, honestly, analyze your return. Most of your investments are, you are not getting any real return. And what is the formula of real return, sir? Students can note it down if they wish to note it down. Real return equal to notional return minus inflation minus tax liability. Real return equal to notional return minus inflation minus tax liability. In this example, sir, real return equal to notional return, that is 6,000, minus inflation, that is 5,000, minus tax liability, that is 1,200. Real return is negative, 0. We got nothing. Suppose we take this example forward, Dipankar sir, and the interest rate is 8%. We presume that interest rate is 8%. In that scenario, you will get 8,000 as interest income. Out of 8,000, keeping inflation at 5%, 5,000 will be eaten by the inflation. Again, you will need to pay 20% income tax for 8,000, that is 1,600. But even after that, Dipankar sir, there remain 1,400. That 1,400 is your real income. And my dear participant, kindly understanding very carefully. We must earn some real return on all our investments. Because unless and until, Dipankar sir, we earn some real return, we are not going to create wealth. And if we are not going to create wealth, we will not be prosper. So again, I repeat the formula: real return equal to notional return minus inflation minus tax liability. And I tell all the participants, we must sincerely try to earn some real return on all our investments, Dipankar sir. Because if we don't earn it, then there is no purpose of saving and investing. Now the next question arises, Dipankar sir, why most of us are money accumulators? Why middle class people are money accumulators? Why they don't become wealth creators, sir? Can you tell me something? Why we are?
I think they have no awareness regarding investment. Lack of awareness, I think.
Sir, awareness is a second stage. The first stage is most of the middle class, salary class person don't want to take any risk in investment. Arey Baba, no.
Yes.
No. Sulangana Datta ma'am will also say, Arey sir, no risk we don't want to take. Tell us something about safe investment. Normally people tell us, when my session reaches at this stage, there might be 2-3 chat box messages. Arey sir, tell us something about safe investment. We don't want to take any risk. But unfortunately, Datta sir, we have to accept that there is a risk in most of the investments. Kindly accept it, Datta sir. That risk is there in most of the investments. Because unless and until we accept and appreciate, Datta sir, we might not be able to manage and minimize our risk. So kindly understand, Dipankar sir, that risk is there in most of the investments. But Dipankar sir, we can manage your risk and we can minimize your risk. Kindly mind it. We can do it. We can minimize your risk, but we can minimize your risk, Datta sir. But our risk can never be zero, my dear participants. Some degree of risk will always be there. So kindly first appreciate, understand, and accept that in most of the investment, except some governmental small saving scheme, which we will discuss afterwards, Datta sir. Risk is there in most of the investments, but top of it, Datta sir, no, sorry, Dipankar sir, we can manage our risk. We can minimize our risk, but risk can never be zero. And how we can minimize our risk, sir? Datta sir? How we can minimize your risk? How we can manage your risk? I just share you very simple, Dipankar sir. I just share you very simple 2-word formula for managing your risk. If the students they wish to note it down, they can please note it down. Very simple 2-word formula I am sharing. Very important formula, admin sir. I am sharing with all the participants. But writing that formula on the paper is not going to serve the purpose, Dipankar sir. Unless and until we practice this formula in our investment, it is not going to change. Yeah. So the formula is very simple. Kindly note it down. First, I will speak in Hindi and then in English, Dipankar sir. सोच कर समझ कर निवेश कर. Think, understand and invest. I have used 2 words, Dipankar sir. Think, understand and invest. Only 2 words. First word is think. What we have to think? We have to think 2 things about ourselves. अपने बारे में 2 बातें सोचनी है हमें. The first one is, Dipankar sir, what is my risk appetite? How much risk I can take? What is my risk tolerance? What is my risk taking capacity? It is one and same thing. And Dipankar sir, every individual has got different risk appetite. Kindly mind it. Every individual. You have got different one. Admin sir has got different one. Sungana Datta ma'am has got different one. Other faculty members have different. Why? Because our income is different. Our family obligations are different. Our family structure is different. Our social structure, everything is different. So every individual has got different risk appetite, Datta sir. Firstly, and secondly, even risk appetite of an individual is not in a straight line. It is not a stagnant one. It will always keep changing with the age. With the age, our risk appetite will keep changing, Dipankar sir. It will not be a stagnant one. It will always keep changing. So one thing we should learn out of it, we should never follow others on our investment decisions. Never follow. But unfortunately, Dipankar sir, most of us make this mistake or rather blunder all the time. What we do normally, we follow others. So if others are investing in some product, we will also follow them. अरे बाबा जरा हम भी आप अच्छा investment कर रहा है हम भी जरा investment करना चाहता है जरा हमें भी फॉर्म दीजिए. We should never do this because the person who is investing might have different risk appetite of mine. So why I should invest in that product? If I am satisfied that my risk appetite is broadly matches with the product risk, only then I should invest. So first thing is, kindly don't follow others while taking your investment decision. Second, Datta sir, time horizon of investment is very important. Very, very important. Because normally what happens, Datta sir, whenever we get money, we invest it without knowing that we will need money not in one go, but at different intervals in life we will need money. For many times we will need money. So time horizon of investment is very important, sir. We should think about the time horizon of investment as well. And for that, Datta sir, I just want to give a small exercise to all the young participants like you. I will request all of you. Next Sunday, kindly sit with your family. Request all your family members to sit with you. Take some paper and some notebook or paper and a pen. Make 3 columns on the paper, sir. First column, second column, and third column. In the first column, Datta sir, you kindly note it down. What are the milestones in your life? And what are the common milestones for middle class, salary class person, Datta sir? The first milestone might be marriage. Marriage is the first milestone. Then birth of the children, second milestone, naturally. Then third milestone might be admission of children in a good public school. Then purchase or acquisition of the house for the family. That is again a very important milestone. Then purchase of the four-wheeler for the family. That is also very natural. Every family wants now four-wheeler. Then going on vacation, Datta sir has also, Dipankar sir has also become a milestone now. Every family wants to go on vacation. Your family will definitely force you. Why you are sitting in West Bengal only? Go to the Rajasthan, go to Himachal, go to Kerala, go to Tamil Nadu. And why within country? Go beyond country, Switzerland, USA. Natural. It is very natural. So every family go for the vacation. Vacation has also become an important milestone. Then after some years, your children are grown up. Then the next very important milestone in our life comes, Dipankar sir, is the higher education and professional education of children. That is one of the most important milestone in our life. After that, once education is over, we will definitely think of their marriage. Marriage becomes next milestone. And last milestone, Datta sir, very important milestone is living retirement life. That is very important milestone, because I don't know whether you will get pension or not from your college, but now state government and central government has discarded the pension concept. We will not be getting, at least young people will not get pension now. How they will survive, sir? They will survive only by accumulating huge corpus for the retirement life, which they will invest somewhere and get some return on it, and they will survive. So retirement life is also becoming a very important milestone. So in the first column, you kindly jot down the milestones in your life. In the second column, Datta sir, against each milestone, you start putting the period when it is likely to happen. Suppose somebody said that he's not married and likely to be married after 2 years, put it 2 years. Likewise, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 25 years, 30 years. You put the period. In the third column, Datta sir, you kindly put the money you will need for each milestone. That is very important, sir. Suppose you say for marriage, you will need 5 lakhs of rupees, put it 5 lakhs rupees, no problem. Likewise, 5 lakhs, 7 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs, whatever you start putting the money. Two important milestones, Datta sir, I want to discuss specifically with all of you. One of the most important milestones in our life is professional education and higher education of children. Am I right, sir? It is one of the most important milestones in our life. Datta sir, can you tell me what is the cost of a good MBA degree from a good MBA institute today? Around 20 lakhs, sir? Around 20 lakhs, sir? Good MBA degree from a good institution for 2-year degree is around 20 lakhs. Approximately 20 lakhs. Oh. Sir, can you imagine how much this degree will cost after 25 years when your children will grow up? Have you ever imagined? If MBA degree today costs around 20 lakhs, after 22 or 25 years, sir, it will not cost less than 2 crore rupees per child, not less than that. 2 crore rupees per child. And Datta sir, Dipankar sir, suppose you have got two children, then minimum 4 crore only for the higher education of the children. Then marriage, again, not less than 1 crore rupees. And last milestone, Datta sir, very important milestone is living retirement life. How much money you will need to develop a corpus? Because ultimately, Datta sir, how we will survive in retirement life? Only by earning interest or some return on the money which we have accumulated, and we get retired. Suppose, Datta sir, your age is 30 today, and you say that your monthly expenses are around 30,000. Just an idea. Just you say that your age is today 30,000 and your monthly expenses are 30,000. Datta sir, can you imagine when you become 60 after 30 years, how much you will need every month for the same level of living, same level of comfort? Sir, because of inflation, you will need not less than 2 lakh rupees per month for the same level of comfort. No extravaganza, no hi-fi, simple living which you are doing today. You will need not less than 2 lakh rupees. So, annually what you will need, sir? Not less than 25 lakhs around per year, every year at the age of 60. So, how much retirement corpus you should develop, sir? There is a thumb rule. Kindly note it down. If those who wish to note it down, note it down. thumb rule is that you should develop a retirement corpus of minimum 20 times of your annual expenses. Minimum 20 times of your annual expenses. And your annual expenses would be what, sir? 25 lakhs at the age of 60 multiplied by 20. How much becomes? 5 crore rupees only for retirement corpus. So put it 5 crore rupees. And now, Datta sir, I want to make you scary. मैं थोड़ा आपको डराना चाहता हूं. How? Kindly make the total of the last column. And you will be surprised, sir, Datta sir. Those young people who are between 25 to 30 today will need not less than 10 to 12 crore rupees for their milestones only. And I'm excluding these monthly expenses from 38 to 60 years, sir. Only for your milestone, you will need around 10 to 12 crore rupees. From where you will get, sir? Datta sir, from where you will get? Datta sir might, Dipankar sir might be very lucky going to KBC show of Amitabh Bachchan, winning 7 crore rupees. But how many of us will win? How many of us will win? 1 out of 20 lakh, 30 lakh, 1 crore. So how we will develop this 10 to 12 crore? Yes, now I want to give confidence to all the young participants. They all can have 10 to 12 crore rupees in your life, provided you start sincerely working on your savings right from the day you start working. Then continuously increasing your saving, putting your saving into the best investment mode, and earning maximum real return, creating wealth. One more thing, and so the chart which we have created here, sir, Datta sir, what this chart is called about? Are you aware, sir? This chart is called financial plan, Viktiya Niyojan, financial plan. And I feel personally that Dipankar sir, every family must have financial plan. Every family, because financial plan will give you the purpose and direction of managing your money. Your needs of money will be crystal clear before you. How much money you will need at what time. And once this clarity is there, you will definitely work hard for developing that money, and also will have money when you need it. So I again request all the participants, kindly develop a financial plan for all of you. Now, one more thing I want to tell all the participants, sir, that is 8th wonder of the world. That is rule of compounding. Datta sir, it is rule of compounding. It is 8th wonder of the world. And what is rule of compounding, sir? What is rule of compounding? Simply speaking, you have to make a commitment with yourself that whatever and whenever I will get or earn some interest or income on my investment, I will never use that return or income for my personal purposes. Never. What I will do, I will simply club that income with my regular investment and reinvest. This commitment has to be there. Whether you earn or whether you get 5,000 rupees as interest income or 5 lakh rupees as investment in return or income, you have to make a commitment with yourself that we will never use that money for our personal purposes. I will simply club that investment return with my regular investment and put it. And if you do this, sir, for 10, 15 years, Datta sir, you will be happily surprised that your return or income portion will be much bigger than your original investment. And Datta sir, it will not happen today, it will not happen tomorrow. It will happen after 15, 20 years. It will happen after 15, 20 years. Kindly mind it. So kindly accept that. Kindly accept that. So this is the basic funda I want to tell all of you. This is the basic funda I want to tell all of you, that you have to religiously follow rule of compounding in your investment decisions. Mind it, sir. Okay, sir? So these basic things we have discussed are very essential to understand about your savings and investment. And last 5, 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, Datta sir, we will discuss what are the products available for the middle class, salary class person for investment, because that is equally important. What are the products available for all of us? And the first and foremost category of these products are governmental small saving scheme, Datta sir, where we can invest. And the first and foremost governmental small saving scheme, Datta sir, if you have not opened that account, kindly you have done some mistake. You have kindly open this account as early as you can. And the name of the scheme is, kindly note it down, all participants, Public Provident Fund Account, PPF, Datta sir. Public Provident Fund Account. You, every earning middle class, salary class person, Datta sir, oh, Dipankar sir, must have a Public Provident Fund account. We all should open this account. It is a very good scheme of the government of India. It is a triple E scheme, Dipankar sir. Exempt, no tax and at any level. No tax at any level. When you invest the amount, earn interest, no tax. When you get the money after completion of the scheme, no tax. So kindly understand that this is a very unique scheme, and this Public Provident Fund account, Dipankar sir, can be opened with any bank or post office. Nowadays, most of the banks are having this scheme. Kindly go and open your PPF account. In this PPF account, Dipankar sir, you can invest minimum 500 rupees a year, and maximum investment you can make per year is 1.50 lakhs. The scheme is for 15 years. The scheme is for 15 years. But you can extend this scheme beyond 5 year, 5 year, and 5 year. So after 15 years, if you wish to extend that scheme, you can extend that scheme up for another 5-year term. And I again repeat, government is giving a very good, reasonable return on it, 7.10% today. So kindly open a PPF account. This is the first request I want to make all of you. Second request is National Saving Certificate. Dipankar sir, NSE, National Saving Certificate. This is the second scheme of the government of India where we can invest. I don't have time, so I will not give details. You can visit the websites and you can get the details of that scheme. Third scheme is Kisan Vikas Patra. Kisan Vikas Patra. Again, a reasonable scheme of the government of India. Fourth one is governmental securities where you can invest. And for that, RBI has recently started a website. Participant, if they wish to note it down, they can note it down. RBI Retail Direct. You can note it down. Then you visit that website, RBI Retail Direct. Get yourself registered and then you start investing a small amount in governmental securities. Then RBI also keep issuing bonds, taxable bonds and tax-free bonds. Then Government of India has also started a new scheme for raising loan by the Government of India undertaking. That scheme name is Bharat Bond 1 and Bharat Bond 2, where we can invest. All these schemes are under the umbrella of governmental saving scheme, Dipankar sir. And the uniqueness of all these schemes is there is no risk. There is no risk. Whatever government promises you, government will give you return or income. And when scheme matures, government will give back your maturity amount of that scheme. So I feel 15 to 20% of your investment should be in governmental saving scheme. After that, other products which are available for all of us is real estate or property, where we can invest. Real estate or property is a good proposition, but again, risk is there. How much appreciation will be there, Dipankar sir? We don't know. Whether we will be able to sell the property when we need it, not certain. And for property investment, you need huge money, 50 lakhs, 1 crore, 2 crore, 10 lakhs, you can't invest in property. So this is an option available. How much you want to invest, I'll leave it to you. Third one is gold, where we can invest. I don't know where Naina has gone or Sneha, if Sneha can can open her video. Some female participant, if they can open their video. Gold is a proposition where when I start about the gold, Dipankar sir, our female participant get a different smile on their faces, because gold has historically been, Renu ma'am, gold has historically been a safety valve for the middle class, salary class person. For centuries together, we Indians are investing in gold, but only in physical gold or in biscuits. But nowadays the things are changing, admin sir. Now there is an option that you can invest in gold in digital form as well. You need not physically purchase that gold. And the name of the governmental scheme, Dipankar sir, I want to tell, this is a governmental scheme, not private scheme, Renu ma'am. If you wish, you can note it down. Very good scheme of the government of India. The name of the scheme is Sovereign Gold Bond Scheme. Sovereign Gold Bond Scheme. Very good scheme of the government of India, where government of India is promising you to give you 2.5% interest every year on your investment. And plus the appreciation of the gold price from the start of the scheme to the end of the scheme. Suppose to the gold price is today, gold price is 50,000, and after 8 years, the gold price is become 80,000. That the difference between 80 to 50, that is 30,000, will also be paid to you. So two benefit of this scheme: 2.5% guaranteed interest plus appreciation value of the gold price will also be shared with you. And in this scheme, you can invest minimum 1 gram gold, Renu ma'am, and maximum 4 kg gold you can invest. The scheme is for 8 years, and if you keep your money in for 8 years, there will be very least or rather nil tax liability. Very minimum tax liability will be there. So it is a very good scheme. And here again, Dipankar sir, gold will not be given to you by the government in physical form. It will not be given to you as a physical form. A certificate will be issued by the government. Only a certificate will be issued by the government that this much of gold we have with you, for you. So government will give you a certificate that will be suffice. And in sovereign gold bond, Renu ma'am, you can invest online and offline both. And if you go for online investment, you will get additional discount of 50 rupees per gram. That is just to encourage that you should go for digital investment. So kindly get the details of the sovereign gold bond scheme through websites, understand it, and then invest it. And I personally feel that you should have 5% of your investment in gold. Then last option available, Dipankar sir, is share market, security market, where we can invest. But when I talk about security market, Renu ma'am, there is a chat box message, 1 or 2, sir, don't talk about share market. We don't know how market goes up, how market goes down. And somebody might have invested in share market and might have lost the money. So Dipankar sir is smiling. He said that I will not invest in share market because he might have lost some money somewhere. Yes, sir. Why, Dipankar sir? Because share market is purely knowledge-based market.
Exactly, sir.
And those who don't have knowledge of the market, Renu ma'am, must not invest into the share market directly. This is my personal opinion. If you don't have knowledge of the market, never invest into share market directly. Because of course risk here, but risk is in property also, Dipankar sir. Risk is gold also. Everywhere risk is there. Except for governmental scheme, risk is there. But share market, there is an indirect way of investing in share market, Renu ma'am. That indirect way is called mutual fund. Mutual fund. Everybody wants to know about the mutual fund. Dipankar sir. Now, most of the young people particularly are interested to know about the mutual fund. So, what is mutual fund? First, we should understand. Dipankar sir, mutual fund is nothing but you are giving your money to the experts. You are not directly investing in security market. You are giving your money to the experts for investing into security market and beyond. And why you are giving your money, Renu ma'am, to experts? Because we don't have knowledge of the market. because we are not experts, they are experts. They know where to invest, when to withdraw, when to reinvest. They have experience about the market. They know about the security market. They know about the economy. They know about the geopolitical situation. They can perceive everything. That is why their decisions, Dipankar sir, are likely to be better than us. Not 100% guarantee, but their decisions are likely to be better than us. That is why we are giving our money to them to invest in security market. But Dipankar sir, proposition is very clear. It is not a social service. I am giving my savings to them to invest in the scheme which I have identified, get maximum return for me, very clearly. It is basically a proposition where my wish is very simple and clear. I want to get maximum return on my investment. So in mutual fund, we give our money to the experts and they invest money and they earn a return and give it back to us. But there is no guarantee. Kindly mind it, there is no guarantee. If somebody gives you guarantee, then he is not telling you truth. There is no potentiality of return is there, Dipankar sir, but there is no guarantee. Firstly. Secondly, mutual fund. The uniqueness of mutual fund, Dipankar sir, is that for all categories of investors, mutual fund schemes are available. Suppose, Dipankar sir, you want to take high risk because of your age and your income and whatever it may be. You want to take high risk. Then equity market is there. Equity fund is there where you can invest. But Renu ma'am doesn't have that risk appetite. She said, I have got reasonable risk. Then she has got other category in mutual fund. That is debt fund. DEBT debt fund. And then third category is hybrid fund. In hybrid fund, Renu ma'am, some of your money will go to the equity fund and some of money will go to the debt fund. It means indirectly you are balancing your risk. At the same time, you are aspiring for little bit higher return. So those who can little bit higher return with safeguarding their interest or risk, hybrid fund is the best category. So equity fund is suitable, Dipankar sir, those who are young and those who want to invest for more than 5-year minimum, longer period. Equity fund is for them. And debt fund is for those who don't want to take much risk, but are satisfied with the reasonable risk. And hybrid fund will balance both of you, risk and reward. So hybrid fund is a proposition where you take some risk, but at the same time you safeguard your interest as well by putting some money in debt. There are two plans in the mutual fund through which we can invest, Dipankar sir. One is direct plan and other one is regular plan. In direct plan, you have to visit the website of the mutual fund company, select the scheme, give your information online, give your bank details, and you are invested. So online you can make investment, that is direct plan. But because of any reason you are not able to make direct investment in direct plan, then the other way around is you go through regular plan. In regular plan, you will need to take services of the experts. They will come, or they are technically called mutual fund distributors. They will come to you, Dipankar sir, but kindly mind it, never take their advice for the scheme, because they might sell you some scheme which might give them more commission, and that may not be suitable for you. So the selection of scheme, Renu ma'am, is your domain and must not be delegated to any person. And it is damn simple. No technical thing is required. You read the fact sheet of the scheme carefully 10 times, 20 times, understand each and every sentence, then select the scheme according to your risk appetite and your risk appetite and your time horizon investment. There are two very unique features in mutual fund I want to tell to all the participants. Dipankar sir, the one is SIP, Systematic Investment Plan. And Dipankar sir, it is a magic for the middle class, salary class person. I don't know whether you will agree with me or not, yes, but SIP is a magic for middle class, salary class person.
I agree with you, sir.
Slowly, very smart amount, you can start investing regularly, monthly, weekly, or fortnightly, or quarterly. Over a period of time, after 10 years, 15 years, you will be surprised that you have developed a huge corpus through SIP. Minimum SIP now you can start, sir, is 100 rupees per month. Maximum there is no limit. Dipankar sir can start SIP of 10 crore rupees even per month, if possible for him. So through SIP, we are investing regularly in the scheme. I just want to give you the example through which you will understand the magic of SIP, Dipankar sir. But I will not share the name of the scheme, sir. That will be unfair on my part because that will be marketing of that scheme. But facts are there. So, my dear participant, kindly understand the facts very carefully. Dipankar sir, one equity fund was started in 1995 by a mutual fund company. One equity fund was started in 1995 by a mutual fund company. And a small investor like Dipankar sir started SIP of 10,000 rupees every month. Because means he is investing 10,000 rupees every month from 1995 till this month, February. Every month you have invested. Every month 10,000 rupees a month in that scheme. You have never defaulted, sir. You have never missed the SIP. That is the beauty of this scheme. Regularly you invested that money 10,000 every month. And during this period, Dipankar sir, market might have gone up, market might have gone down. But you never stop your SIP. You are very regular, religious in making your SIP investment every month. Again, I repeat, from 1995 onwards, 10,000 rupees per SIP. Sir, can you tell me how much the amount has become today? Can you just dream it? 10,000 rupees SIP from 1995 till today, every month, has become 9.57 crore. 9.57. Is it not a magic, sir? Is it not a magic? That is why SIP is a magic for the middle class, salary class person. And I will request all your participants, young participants particularly, kindly start an SIP of 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, whatever you can per month, and go for the longer period. Don't go for 1 year, 2 year, 3 years. Continue it for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. There will be magic for you. And one thing is there, sir. When market, Dipankar sir, you are a commerce professor, you know it very well. Going up and down is the characteristic of the market. Market will always go up and down, ever, always. Today market 55, market was 62 a few days back. Again, market was at 30 in March 2020. And market may cross 1 lakh after 1 year if the economy booms. So market will always go up and down. But you will get the benefit of SIP only when you continue your SIP for longer period, whatever movement of the market is. Forget about the movement of the market. You continue in, rather when market goes down, Dipankar sir, you should invest more money because that is the opportunity where you can increase your SIP when market goes down. So that is the beauty of the SIP. So kindly start SIP. And Dipankar sir, I know now a lot of people have started more than one SIP. That is target oriented SIP. One SIP for purchase of house, one SIP for going on vacation, one SIP for higher education of children after 25 years, one SIP for retirement plan. People can have more than one SIP. And now on the website, Dipankar sir, SIP calculators are available. Suppose, Dipankar sir, you say that my children will be going for higher education after 20 years. And I will need 3 crore rupees at that time. You put the target of 3 crore rupees, put the period 20 years, you will get the amount of SIP, how much you should start through a SIP calculator. So if you start SIP right from today, after 20 years, most probably you will get the 3 crore rupees for higher education children. Otherwise, from where you will get 3 crore rupees at that time? So SIP is a way where you can start your regular investment, a small amount, and you can now top it up your SIP, Dipankar sir. Suppose you started 500 rupees SIP today. After 2 years, Dipankar sir, you can increase it to 1,000 rupees or 2,000 rupees or 5,000 rupees. That facility is also now available. So SIP is a good proposition, and I will request your students, even Dipankar sir, even your students, if out of their pocket money, they should start SIP in a good equity fund of 500 rupees even. Out of their pocket money. So down the line, after 3-4 years, when they start earning, they will, by that time, they will have knowledge how SIP works. And never see the return for a short period, 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, because market might be down in 2 years. But for longer period, 10 year, 15 year, or 20 years, automatically balancing will be there and you will be getting reasonable, rather more than reasonable return. So one more factor is there about the mutual fund, Dipankar sir, is SWP. I have just talked about the SIP. Now I am talking about SWP. Dipankar sir, SWP means systematic withdrawal plan. SIP means I was investing regularly every month some amount. In SWP, Dipankar sir, I would be withdrawing regularly from my corpus, which I have developed over a period of time. And SWP, Dipankar sir, is basically useful for our retirement life. Because Dipankar sir, suppose you have been smart enough, you have developed a good corpus of 5 or 6 crore rupees for your retirement life. Now you have retired. After retirement, Dipankar sir, what typically happens? We don't have regular income. Then how to live during retirement life? SWP gives you this facility that when you retired, and if you have developed a good corpus with the mutual fund, you can simply write to mutual fund scheme manager that next one onwards, I am going to retire. Kindly keep transferring 1 lakh, 2 lakh, whatever you decide, from my bank account to my from my corpus to my bank account. They will religiously do it, sir. They will religiously do it, sir. And what will be the first benefit, Dipankar sir? That on first of every month you will get this much of money. You will continue to enjoy your life as you were enjoying before when you were in service, and there will be no financial problem. And second benefit will be that your remaining corpus will continue to earn interest or return, which will take care of inflation in future. So SWP is a very good proposition for all of us, those who wish to enjoy their retirement life without any financial stress. But for that, my dear friends, my dear participants, you will have to develop a very huge corpus for your retirement life. Now, Dipankar sir, my session is getting over. The last 2 things, Dipankar sir, I want to tell all of you. Dipankar sir, can you unmute yourself?
Thank you, sir.
Last 2 things, sir, I want to tell all of you. First is there is a menace in our country, Dipankar sir, and West Bengal, unfortunately, is the hub of that unlawful activity. Dipankar sir, that is Ponzi scheme, chit fund and committees. You have heard Sarda, lot of Rose Valley, lot of big frauds you have heard. Dipankar sir, as per broad survey, 10 lakhs crores of rupees, 10 lakhs crores of rupees of gullible investors have been lost in such bogus schemes. So I will request Dipankar sir, to all participants, you should never invest your hard-earned money in Ponzi scheme, chit fund and committee. In typically what happens, Dipankar sir, in Ponzi scheme, people will come and give you promise of doubling your money, Renu in 3 years or 4 years, giving you 15% interest or lot of other incentives. They are all bogus claims. They are frauds. They will simply take away your money one day. So I will request all the participants, never invest your hard-earned money in Ponzi scheme, chit fund and committees. And I know, Dipankar sir, you will not invest. Generally, who invests in such a scheme, Renu ma'am? Not you. Generally, not so knowledgeable class of the society. Your maid servant, your driver, your peon, you are milk vendor, you are taxi driver. Basically, they people invest in such a scheme because they don't have knowledge about this. Come under temptation. They go for with the promises which are false promises and invest in those schemes. So I will request all of you, Dipankar sir, kindly start a campaign through your students of your college across your city or town. Reach as much people as you can and make people aware that they should never invest their hard-earned money in such bogus or fraud schemes. And if they don't have any knowledge, Dipankar sir, they simply put their money in bank or post office. At least their money will be safe. They might not get reasonable return, less than reasonable, but still their money will be safe. So kindly never invest hard-earned money and start this campaign in your city. And last sentence I want to tell all the participants, Dipankar sir, prosperity is my right. Renu ma'am, are you hearing me? I am not saying, every participant is saying prosperity is my right. We have to be prosper. It is my right to be prosper, Dipankar sir. I might have born into a poor family. That might be incidental. I might have born into a poor family, but I must not live as poor and I must not die as poor. And that curse we can simply avoid by following the path of regular saving and investing that in the good product, earning good return, taking care of our wealth creation, and we can all be prosper. So lastly, I again say, Dipankar sir, prosperity is a right of all. It is your right to be prosper. So kindly be prosper. Kindly make efforts in that direction. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Yeah, Dipankar sir, kindly unmute yourself. Hello, Dipankar sir.
Please unmute me. Please unmute me.
Mr. Sabjar.
Unmute, sir. Please.
Not unmute, sir.
Sir, you are audible, sir. You are audible.
So, please unmute me here. It's seen as unmute.
Okay. 1 minute. Okay, sir. Please, sir. Please continue. Please on your video, sir. Please on your video and.
Dipankar sir, it is over actually.
Datta ma'am, I would be very happy if you give your observation about the session.
Thank you very much, sir. We are really glad that we have attended this and we have an interactive session with you. And I feel that if I had attended this seminar in 2003 when I started my job or when I started my career, it would have been more benefited. I would have been more benefited. So I think all the participants, and especially the students and those who are at their early stage of their career, they will be very much benefited after attending this seminar. Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable suggestions regarding financial planning.
So nice of you. Thank you very much. I feel obliged.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any question from any participant, they can just directly raise their hand. We will take their question directly. Any question from any participant? They can simply raise their hand.
Please participate. If you have any questions, please raise your hand or directly ask to our eminent speaker. He will give your answer. Please raise your hand. Participants, dear participants, if you have any questions, any queries, any doubt, you may ask your questions to our speaker. Speaker is ready to give your answer. Have any question?
Any question from any student, any faculty member or any other participant?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
So I have one question, not a question, but a query. What is a cryptocurrency?
Sir, honestly speaking, I don't recommend anybody even of thinking about the cryptocurrency till government makes it legal. Till today, Dipankar sir, it is not legal. And till no legality is attached by the RBI or government of India, better we should avoid it. Very honestly speaking. And I will request all the young participants particularly, don't think about investing into cryptocurrency. It is a very riskier product, firstly. And secondly, it is not legal. You will not have any recourse. If you lose some money, if somebody takes away your money, there is no recourse in you. No legal remedy will be available to you for that. That is why please avoid it till government or RBI makes it legal. Yes, sir. Any other question?
Dear participants, if any question, please raise your hand, please, or you can also write on chat box.
Yeah. Dear participant, if you have any questions, please raise your hand or ask your question to our speaker.
No issue, sir. Surprisingly, there are no questions from the participants. Dipankar sir, we can wind it up.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Manoj sir is there with me. He wants to ask some question.
Yeah. Please.
Hello.
Yeah, sir. Yeah.
Okay, sir. I am audible, sir.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, sir. Question is nowadays.
Hello.
So that's why we are facing problems, sir.
Yeah. Tell me, sir.
Okay, sir. Actually, nowadays
Okay, sir.
so many
Very much.
which we can invest in SIP or mutual fund, something like that. That means there are some company, they provide the demat account, say Zerodha, Oct FS, etc. So I want to know their how they are reliable actually. We can go through.
No. Yes. I got your question.
Okay.
What is your good name?
Sir, my name is Manoj Mujumdar, sir.
Okay, Manoj Majumdar, sir. Your question is very important and very useful, not only for you, but all the participants.
Yes.
They are basically facilitator for mutual fund investment. Firstly, understand it. They are basically mutual fund distributors in true parlance.
Okay.
But if you are educated, if you are tech savvy, I will request you kindly go through direct plan, directly visit the website of the mutual fund asset management company, select the scheme and invest. That is a better proposition. But of course, Jaroda, ET Money, lot of other upstock, lot of other entities are there in the market nowadays who are facilitating your investment into mutual fund. But again, I will request you, if possible, kindly go through direct plan and directly visit the website of the mutual fund company and invest.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We are very much fortunate enough for your excellent and mind-blowing session, which is indeed thought-provoking and well-organized speech. Mr. Sharma has thrown the light on the two aspects. First one is the security, safety, and second one is the prosperity. Regarding security, he suggested us that we should have adequate life insurance cover. We should have adequate health insurance cover. In the context of prosperity, he also suggested multiple investment options for us. That is, he suggested us SIP options. He suggested us mutual funds, equity-based mutual funds, PPF, all these things. So you have presented your session in such a manner that layman could understand it. Thank you once again. Thank you, sir, for your insightful presentation and your reflexive knowledge. Thank you, sir. Now we move to our next session, and that is the interactive session that is already over. And now we come to end. That is the valedictory session, and this session will be conducted by our colleague Ranjit Shoibo, who is also the joint convener of this webinar. Please, Ranjit Shoibo sir, please, over to you. Start. Ranjit Shoibo, over to you. Are you audible? Ranjit, are you audible?
Hello, am I audible?
You are audible too, Ranjit.
Okay.
You are audible too. You start.
Okay, good evening, everyone. It has been an honor to be a part of this wonderful event. And on behalf of Department of Commerce, Mathabhanga College, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our eminent speaker, Mr. Suryakanta Sharma, Senior Consultant, AMFI, and former DGM, SEBI. Thank you, sir. Sincere thanks to our teacher in charge, Dr. Sulekhna Dotto, and convener of IQSC, Mrs. Aparna Biswas. Without their active cooperation, we can't organize such type of webinar. I would like to thank all the participants for making the time to be with us today and helping us to make this event grand success. Thank you once again. Thank you. Over to Dipankar sir.
On my behalf and on behalf of Amfi, I'm also thankful to Datta ma'am, Dipankar sir, admin sir, and all the faculty members for giving us opportunity to interact with you, your faculty members and staff members and other participants as well. I would be very happy to have continued relationship with your esteemed education institution in future as well. Yes, Dipankar yes, sir, we will continue to have organize such programs in future as well. And I would be very happy to come to you physically to your college when the situation normalizes.
Yes, exactly. We'll meet when pandemic goes. So
yeah, definitely. And a special thank to Mr. Sabjar Ahmed, who has coordinated with you for this program. Thank you, Mr. Sabjar. And last but not the least, special thanks to all the participants who have spared their time with their request. Kindly think about your money and prosperity right from the day you start earning. That is the crux and that is the mantra of your success in your financial